Do Ukrainian women want to date older men? I have recently shared a video on our channel where I speak about this topic, and we got some comments. And I hope, Katerina, you will help me discuss these comments. You will share your opinion. Really briefly, I will tell you who we are and why we are talking about Ukrainian women dating older men and about dating in general. We work with love for 10 plus years already. We work at Diolli.com, boutique matchmaking service, and we introduce Ukrainian people. We introduce people who want to date Ukrainians. So we know a lot about international dating, local dating, about Ukrainian diaspora, and since we both are Ukrainian ladies as well, and I believe we know what we are talking about from our own personal experience and experience of our clients and our database members. Katerina, are you ready for the comments? I will read them to you one by one and we will discuss them.
It's always interesting to discuss the comments, so let's start.
So the first comment, I know several folks at their 60s who are in good shape, have decent money and good charisma. They are dating Russian and Ukrainian girls in their 30s. Although they are not going through matchmaking agencies, maybe the women audience of such agencies are not open to this, but there are opportunities out there.
It's always the question of the age difference will be alive always, and I think we will discuss it. I don't know, we can discuss it every week, not even every month. Of course, this topic is interesting, but when you are talking about such things, especially if you have friends who are in such a relationship, you can ask them, so what you are looking in a relationship and what the girl is looking for in a relationship. Why she has to choose you? So this is one of the main questions that should brought up in your head. And a very important thing is to get an honest answer. Look how you describe those guys who date much younger ladies. They are wealthy, they are in a very good shape, so they date much younger ladies, but you start from the point that they have money, they are in a very good shape, so they can be ambitious. So we
Okay,
can.
Katerina, decent money, here we can negotiate. So what is decent money? For some people, decent money, it's like several dollars to spare for coffee. For some people, several millions on a saving account. So we need more information here. I want to point out that he writes that they date women in their 30s. And it's very different to just date someone, to go out with someone, to hang out with someone, and to actually build a relationship that can lead to marriage. You are right. We do work with women who actually want to build relationship that will lead to marriage, that will be lasting, serious, meaningful. We don't work with people who just want to date casually. So about these men who date these women, what do you mean they date? I would say that, like Katerina has mentioned, we could have been filming videos about age difference like every week because we get a request or there is a comment. And every month I have an interview with a potential client, so-called pre-interview, and there is always this gentleman who tells that, oh, it's not a problem for me to attract someone much younger. For example, last time I have been to Kiev or last time I have been to Miami, I went out with this beautiful woman to this fancy sushi place, and she was 25 years younger. And when I asked, like, have you dated this woman? Well, it didn't work out. We have been out for a few dates, but then for whatever reason, it didn't work out. There is a huge difference attracting someone to just go out with you on a date and attracting someone who considers you to be a boyfriend material, a husband material, will actually invest time, effort, heart, money, use, beauty, like everything into this relationship. So then I read such comments that, oh, there was this guy with this younger girl. Maybe they had one date. Maybe they had 5 dates. Maybe they have this relationship with benefits in a sense. What do I mean about a relationship? More like a situationship. That okay, every time he flies to Miami, he takes her out to a fancy place, and after that, he buys her like a gift, a purse, perfumes, or just gives her money. So it's like sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship. But on the outside, well, see, there is a guy in his 60s and he's dining out with a woman in her 30s. And well, true love is ageless, exists. But in reality, it's not about a relationship. She doesn't want to date him, like in a sense, like dating, like bringing him home to meet her parents or having his babies.
Yes, there is a huge difference between just casual dating and building a relationship. It's true that maybe they just had 1 or 2 dates, and that was it. If you think that it happens only with men, then it's not true, because women also pretty often they can ask us about the opportunity to date someone younger. And if you think that it is a desire that can be appeared only in a man's head, it's not like this. So ladies also, they have such relationship. And also there is a huge difference between dating and relationship. So she also can go on several dates with a guy much younger, but it doesn't mean that they will build a relationship. So if you
And
have
claim after that usually I date someone 15 years younger, because on Tinder, for example, she gets requests from men who are like 15 years younger, and with several of them she even had dates and maybe continuations. But so now she claimed that this is the age group I normally date. No, this is the age group you normally spend nights with, and it's very different from dating.
Yes, so the goal of your meeting, it means a lot. Just to go out to a fancy place or to build a relationship, it's a huge difference. And you should understand that this difference exists. So that's for sure. And the person who left this comment, for sure, of course, he wants to be on a place of his friends who date much younger. But again, he should ask himself if he can offer something a lady much younger. Like we are talking about the ladies in their 30s who date gentlemen in their 60s. I can't even imagine what should be there to have such a relationship or such a date.
Like he has mentioned, like money and charisma. Like right now, if you open TikTok, and I host a big blog on TikTok in Russian language, and sometimes because I speak there about dating, relationship, flirting, usually like the algorithm, they show me other topics, other videos devoted to similar topics, and there are lots of videos about couples with the age difference, and it's either like an older woman, a man who is 15 years younger, or for example, a man in his 60s has 24 years old girlfriend, and of course it's like shock content, so it's provocative, and this is why people like it, because it's not common. And there is this couple, he's 64 and she's 24, and they are married. She's 24, so I believe not for a very long time. And all the content they create, it's either Bali or Thailand or Dubai or California or Rome, Europe. And it's always like he takes her shopping and she filmed those videos that he got her like a Cartier bracelet or a new Chanel bag. So it's always about expensive things that he buys her. And he's a very good looking man. So he's like ripped. So he's in good physical shape. He has a full head of silver, beautiful silver hair. So he's tall. So I believe he's wealthy, good looking. And he traveled the world. So she travels with him. In this scenario, I believe, yes, it won't be hard for him to find another woman. And a girl, she is from Kazakhstan. I don't know which country he is from. So I believe for him, it won't be hard to find a substitution, to be honest. So a girl who will travel the world with him and exchange her youth and beauty for his money and his luxurious lifestyle. So yes, such exceptional couples, I believe they do exist. And we have filmed a video with our psychologist about these dating events in, I think, Philippines. And they are like older men and much younger women, and they were like dancing and mingling together. But again, it's speed dating. So you never know how many couples from this speed dating event actually ended up together. It's one thing to hang out together, to have fun, to talk, maybe to go out. It's a totally different scenario and a totally different attitude when you are choosing a person with whom you will build a lasting, serious, long-term relationship. So going out with a much older, wealthy man, yes, many women will be curious.
Mm-hmm.
It is
But
really so. Many women will be curious to go out, like going out with him on a second date, for example, dating him. I'm not so sure.
and I'm sure that if you ask this guy who left this comment, so why should she choose you? She will ask, because I have a kind soul, because I'm a very good person. It's so interesting to communicate with me. So he will name all the qualities that have nothing to do with real qualities and features. Why such ladies will choose these men to go out with or to have several dates. So you have to be honest with yourself. Yes, such couples exist, such people date, they go on dates, but it doesn't mean that you will repeat, because really it's not common, it's more an exception, and it doesn't mean that you will repeat this story. And you have to be honest with yourself for which qualities such ladies should choose you. So it's very important.
And this gentleman writes that they have met them not through agencies. Yes, if you want to date someone like much younger, like date in a sense, go out and hang out, not date in a sense that I'm building a relationship that will lead to marriage. You will have more luck on Tinder because there are always much younger women who want to date to expensive places, to dine out, to eat those expensive sushi, and it doesn't matter for her really who will take her out, because it's not like she's choosing a boyfriend or a husband. So she just want to go hang out, maybe with her friends. Oh, I remember this guy. He was telling me a story. He went to Kiev maybe like 8 or 10 years ago, and he said that I was so popular on Tinder. Like every evening I had the first date with a new beautiful woman in her 20s, and he was back then in his late 40s. And I asked, and how about second date? "Mm, I was not choosing them, so it was something was lacking. There was one girl, but she came to this first date with two friends. She brought two friends for the first date to dine out with him. They were hungry, I assume, too, these girls. So I didn't know, and I have asked her out on the second date, and she said that she will bring her friends, and I said no. So he had lots of first dates in the sense that he has taken lots of much younger women out to fancy places, and he had zero second dates. Zero.
Mm-hmm.
And he claimed that this is the age group I normally date, like early 20s. No, this
Mm-hmm.
is the age group you have fed.
Yes.
So no, dating and taking someone on a date to just eat, you can't really compare it. So it's not comparable. So when I read such comments, yes, because matchmaking, it's not more. Matchmaking, our goal is to set people up who want to build relationship. Not all people want marriage. Yes, we have worked with singles who want to have lasting, serious relationship, and for whatever reason, like they don't want to get married straight away. Right now, people will quote me that our clients don't want to get married, but that's a small percentage. Because really, why people hire a matchmaker? I want to meet someone with whom I will build a solid relationship that will lead to marriage. I want to get married. People don't hire a matchmaker to just get dates and to just meet people. No, it's always the goal is always more ambitious, to meet someone with whom I will build a relationship that will lead to marriage. So yes, one can tell that our clientele, men and women, they are marriage minded.
Because matchmaking process, it requests the exact investments from the side, from men's side and from the lady's side. So he should invest his time, emotions, money into it. So just to hire a matchmaker to go on 2 dates, there is no sense in it at all. So of course people hire the professionals to build something serious. And yes, if you're talking about building a relationship with a huge age difference with the help of matchmaker, then yes, the chances are not so high, because we are talking about serious relationships here, not casual dating, not going out to a fancy restaurant just to eat. We really help people to build a serious relationship. That's why if we are talking about a situation where a guy in his 60s dating a lady in her 30s, then here it will be impossible, because she should choose him for the right reasons, not just to travel
Well, I
with him.
can't say that it will be impossible. If this guy looks like, for example, gentleman from this TikTok videos, so he's in his 60s, he's extremely good looking for his age. So he's in really good shape. He's wealthy. He is well traveled. He's cosmopolitan. He's charismatic. So it's individual. We can take this man as a client. It won't be easy. But it is possible. It might be possible. Again, we are talking about exceptions. We haven't worked with such gentlemen who wanted to date someone 30 years younger, but I was thinking, okay, if a man like that guy from TikTok called us and said that I want to get married, I want to meet a woman who is much younger, probably we would consider that and we would introduce him. 30 years we've never done such a big age difference. So I would say this out loud to him honestly too. But if it is a man, okay, in his 60s, he is, let's say, from United States. He's not retired. Let's say he has a small furniture shop. He owns a small business. Or for example, he's an accountant. And he claims he wants to date someone in their 30s, and he is neither extremely good looking, nor he is extremely wealthy, nor he's super charismatic. So he's a normal person. He doesn't have like outstanding looks, so he's not extremely handsome. So there, we would say flat no straight away.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, somebody will write us in the comment, oh, it's all about money. Well, we are living in the material world, and yes, there will be women who would think that, okay, it's so adventurous to travel the world with this older man who will buy me Cartier, Prada, etc. Like, for example, they show on TikTok. I have met women who want to live this lifestyle. I have never met women who want to date and marry someone 30 years older and someone who's at the same time neither wealthy, neither extremely, nor extremely good looking.
It's true that we are living in a materialistic world, and here we have to be realistic, and it will be much easier if all people would be more realistic than they are. So that's for sure, that for ladies, they also should have their reasons to date much older. And this guy who will tell that it's all about money, we can ask him the next question, then why then it is always about age? So if you're not talking about money, then why you're not dating someone of your age group, or maybe a little younger? Why you're claiming that you want to date someone 30 years younger? If it is all about money, then
the other video about this couple in Dubai. She is British, a woman. She's blonde, tall, and he is, I think he is local. He must be maybe 20 years her senior. She has mentioned in several videos her age. And this woman, she films videos about her everyday life. So she has an allowance. So every week, every day she goes shopping, and she filmed the video. She went to this boutique, and she was choosing sandals, and she couldn't choose the color, and they were like $1,000 a pair. And she said that, oh, I already bought earrings this week in the video, so I have a kind of exceeded my allowance, but I can't choose the color. So she calls her husband, and she tells that, oh, I can't choose green, red, or whatever. Can I please have extra money? And he tells that, like, yes, of course. And she sends him kisses, and she buys 3 pairs of these shoes. So after watching several videos about this couple, she never talked about how smart he is, or, for example, how they have fallen in love. It's always about shopping. So pretty much she films shopping. She talks about money. She shows his gifts, like what he has gifted her with, and how he treats her. Like, oh, like this week he bought me this spa certificate, and I will make like a golden mask for my hair and for my hands. So it's always about money. And I understand why people like such videos, because it's like another universe, another galaxy. So you don't meet people like that with such a huge age difference, who represents totally different cultures. And she's wearing a burqa, so she is British, but she is wearing she has covered her hair, but you can see her long, beautiful nails, like all the makeup. And only in one video she talked that her family was against this marriage, because they have different religion. But then he bought a house for her family, and I watched it, and many comments. Some people write like negative stuff, that she is not a decent person, that she has sold herself. Other people write, where can I meet a guy like that? Both men and women, that they want to meet someone else wealthy, who would like treat them. Some people write that, oh, you're like living my dream, because you can go to every shop and buy everything. So such couples, they are true unicorns, and they're very exceptional. And we don't know if it will last. We don't know if he has other wives, like the guy in this story. But people who think that I will be this exception, I will meet someone 30 years younger, 20 years younger, a man or a woman who wants to date younger, it is so crazy naive to believe that you will be this exception.
Mm-hmm. And always it's important to remember that there are no perfect relationships, absolutely perfect. So you see the pluses that a person is showing you, but there for sure there are some minuses in those relationships, and if that person accepts them, it doesn't mean that you will accept them too. So you should remember that you always see a beautiful picture. So such videos like about this couple, it's always about supply and demand. So if she is making such videos, it means that people like them, people watch them, and this is the exact content that people want to see. So for sure there will be minuses in those relationships too that you will never see. And the situations that this lady faces too, for her they can be difficult, but she accepts them. But it doesn't mean that she will accept the same. So
Katerina,
you should
never they have filmed, for example, videos. I'm sure these men have children from previous relationships. And there is never a video that, look, that's me and, for example, his sons who are like twice my age. So they don't show this side. Again, I don't know if they have children, but I assume they do. And it's always about where we go, what we eat, what he presents me, what he buys me. And in case with this first man, how ripped and athletic he is, and how ripped and athletic his wife is, who is 24, and how good they look on the yacht. And exotic, of course, because people can see the age difference, but they have this beautiful tan, yacht is beautiful, and people take photos, and I think they like this attention, and this is why they film those videos. But again, let's return to our video. Let's return to Ukrainian women dating older men. I will read another comment to you, and it's going to be, I will read a comment and then I will share the history. So the gentleman writes that number one criteria is she wants to date an older man, 100%. Mine had this from previous boyfriends, and she actually chose me first when she liked my profile, but she didn't message me first. That was up to the man to do that. And he writes that their age difference is 32 years, and they are together for 3 years and they are engaged.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think?
Again, we face with a huge age difference. To be honest, there is no enough information in this case to understand the situation of this couple in general.
I can tell from our experience, like the biggest age difference with which we have introduced a couple is 19 years, and they're still happily married. They have kids together. So she was 29 when they have met, and 2 years after they got married. But her husband, our ex-client, he's tall, good looking, he's a lawyer, he is a very attractive Swedish man. So if you're watching this, guys, greetings to you. Oh, there was another couple. I have almost forgotten about them. He's from United States. He's also very good looking, very athletic, and they have 21 years of the age difference. It was one of the first couple we have ever created, and they're still together. But again, two couples with a big age difference within 15 years. So truly exceptional couples. But I think that neither of the ladies wanted to date older. So they were okay to give it a try, to go out. Like they dated older in the sense that men they went out with were like 5 years older, like 7 years older. So I have never actually faced a woman who would say, I normally date older, I date someone who's 30 years older. No, this I haven't faced. So usually people look for certain criteria, like, for example, I want to date someone established, accomplished, or I want to date someone fun, tall. I want to date someone who is a vegetarian. I want to date someone who loves traveling. And then they speak about the age group that is comfortable for them. And we had this couple also, she was 26 and he was 39, recent couple. And he didn't want to go out with her because she was way too young in his opinion. And they hit it off really quickly. But again, she is very traditional, really demure, and she had this personality that complemented really well his vision about family relationship. And this couple, they lived in Australia. They have recently moved to Dubai. I don't know if you know this. So they live in Dubai now. We have worked with several couples, but never with the age difference like yours, like 32. I hope that you will be this beautiful exception. I hope that it will last like 3 years. I wish you like 30 more, 40 more. I don't know you. I don't know your fiance. I don't know her reasons. But again, it's so uncommon. And it is hard for me to imagine like the group of women who would tell that I want to date older men. I have met women who would tell that my ex-boyfriend or my ex-husband was like 10 or 15 years older, so I'm not going to date an older man again. This we face quite often, that my ex-husband was 15 years older, so now I will only date someone my age, younger, like a few years older. This I have faced.
And I hope you have mentioned that always, every time that we speak about such couples, we say that this is an exception. So you have to remember that all such couples with a huge age difference, it's an exception. We are not even talking about 30 years of age difference. And I hope that when you are talking about such relationship, we are not keep in mind desperate people. So if you date someone who is 30 years younger and her reason to build relationship with you is that she is really desperate for any reason, and you use this situation to build relationship, I hope it will never happen with you, because in general, dating disparate people is not a good idea. And especially if you take it as a benefit of dating someone much younger, because she really needs it. She really needs to build relationship in a short period of time. She really needs to be with you, because otherwise she will have some huge problems in her life. So I hope you don't face with this situation, because it's not
Situation
healthy.
is always a huge. It's the wrong base to start a relationship. So when you choose your partner not because, for example, you want to be with this person because your values align, your long-term goals align, but because, for example, your visa will expire, or you won't have money to pay the rent, and you choose to be with someone because it works for you long term, short term, to fix these issues. It's always a bad scenario for a relationship. So choose someone who is at the good stage in their life, like who has a happy life. Yes, she or he doesn't have love of a special man or a woman, but he or she has love of friends, family, a favorite job or business or hobbies, or whatever favorite place to live. And the only thing that is missing to make this to bring this happiness to the next level is love of a special partner. Then this person will have something to bring to this relationship, sense desperation.
Yes, and it's very important to remember that the person should love herself. It's very important. If she's choosing you that when you are 25 years younger, because it's not important for her whom she's dating with, because she doesn't love herself, and in her life everything goes wrong, and for her it's not important anymore whom she's dating to. Then I hope you will not use this situation and build a relationship, because
I would
the
say
person.
that age difference, it's always a disadvantage. It's always a disadvantage for a person who is much younger, and people always, very often they say that, okay, they have built a relationship, but they have built it not because of this age difference. They have built it despite this age difference. So there must be so much more that they have in common, like values, long-term goals, past experiences. We have introduced a couple, they have 14 years of the age difference. A man is older, and they had very similar experiences in life. So they both were widowed, and they had very similar experiences. They went through similar stages, even though they lived in different countries. So when you have these similar experiences, similar long-term goals, similar values, similar interests, sometimes you can build around it despite the age difference, but not because of it. Because Katerina, I'm sure you would agree with me that sometimes men claim, and some women, that she must be younger, and this is why she should choose me because she's younger and I like younger women. Like, what?
The connection is wrong here. So it doesn't work like that. It's always right for a good relationship, a healthy relationship, to choose each other for the right reasons. So the reason to choose someone because he is much older or she is much younger, so it's not the reason on which the relationship can be built on. So it's important to be honest with yourself, and to understand what you can offer another person in general, if you are not even talking about the age difference. But every time when you decide to build a relationship, you should speak honestly with yourself, and to answer the main questions: what I'm looking for, honestly, what can I offer such a person, and what kind of relationship I want to build. And I'm sure that if you honestly answer yourself these questions, you will understand that building of the relationship with a huge age difference, like for example 30 years, it's a huge exception, and it is not your case. It is not your case because it's an exception that happens so
What do you mean
rare.
it is not your case?
Your case. So when you answer yourself honestly these questions, you will understand that it is not the case when you can date much younger, like 30 years younger. So
You mean that, for example, if a person had a girlfriend or a boyfriend who was like 20 years younger, and now this person claimed that I'm entitled to date only someone 20 years younger, because my ex, for example, was 20 years younger.
yes, yes. So it is when we are talking about such situations, it is an exception, and probably it is not your case. And you will not repeat this story, and you should be honest with yourself which real qualities you're looking for and what you can offer a person. And after that, you can choose correctly the age group of people whom you want to date.
I would say that the gentleman writes that number one criteria, she wants to date an older man. I don't think that a group of women that, oh, she's open to 30 years plus age difference exists in this world. And actually, I would get suspicious if a woman tells that I only date men that are 30 years older. And
Mhm.
if, for example, she tells that I only date wealthy men who buys me Prada and takes me to Bali in the first class, and they happen to be older, here I would say that, okay, I would clap, she is honest. So she prefers older men because they give her a certain lifestyle. She prefers wealthy men. Let's call it as it is. She prefers older men, wealthy men, because she likes the lifestyle and they happen to be older. Because like men her age, wealthy men her age, do not suggest her to fly first class to Bali. So I don't think that there is this group that a woman only dates older.
Mhm.
Like older, like 5-7 years. Yes, I agree. Such women exist. And maybe even like a woman, if she's, let's say, 40 and she dates up till 50, one can tell that okay, she dates 10 someone who is 10 years older, but again, up till 50. So she dates men in their 40s up till like early 50s, for example. But to claim that there is a group of women who only prefer to date the sick men who are like 32 years older, such group doesn't exist.
I don't know such women, that's for sure, who wants to date such older. I don't
Well,
know.
models for photographed with Leo DiCaprio.
Mm.
One can tell that he knows where to find them. There is a warehouse, and all the beautiful 19 years old models wait for him there. But again, rumor has it he actually has a boyfriend and a partner, and we don't know. We haven't been there. We haven't talked to Leo. But again, he is rich and famous, and again, every girl who was photographed with him, I'm sure after that she would get this verification sign on Instagram and her like time of fame.
Mm-hmm.
So again, you can't claim that the same girl would go out with a man who is not Leo DiCaprio,
Mm-hmm.
who is not
And
on Wikipedia.
yes, and again, we come back to wealthy man, charismatic man, famous man in his case. So again, the same qualities that we have discussed in the beginning.
I want to wish this man and his fiancée, who's like 32 years younger, and they're engaged for 3 years. I want to wish you lots of luck and love. I hope it will last and you will be this happy exception.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you so much for leaving your comment, for actually sharing your story. It's interesting to read different stories. But here I have to stress that your comment, this is not an instruction to other men that I did it, you can do it too. We
Mm-hmm.
don't know his story, so he did it. There is like the chances are very, very slim that you can do it too. Like 32, it's a big age difference.
Yeah,
32
so
years.
It's definitely not an instruction to repeat his case, because it's unique, it's an exception, and really we hope that it will work out, and that they will build a healthy relationship. So we wish all the best to them, but again, we don't know all the information about their relationship and about those people in general.
Right now is the moment to actually press like to this video, to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done it yet. Of course, we strongly encourage you to support our channel. If you like our content, you can become a sponsor, and you will also get access to additional videos that we are filming, especially for our sponsors. Thank you so much for watching our videos, for devoting your time to hearing our discussions, for actually participating in our discussions and leaving comments below these videos. If you are interested in our matchmaking process or in our dating coaching programs, you can request the complimentary consultation. You can press the link below this video, or you can email us at Svetlana@Diolli.com or Katerina@Diolli.com, and we will book a call with you. If you want to learn more about matchmaking process, also please email us at Katerina@Diolli.com or at Svetlana@Diolli.com. You can find us on Instagram as well. So we share there lots of humor, dating-related humor. And of course, your comments, your thoughts are always welcome. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts in the comments below, because your feedback, your stories, it inspires us to create new content, and it ignites discussion. So it's a good thing. Don't forget to comment and to like and to subscribe. And I believe right now we will wish everybody love.
Yes, of course, we wish everybody love.
And my name is Svetlana Mucha. I'm the founder and the leading matchmaker at Diolli.com. And I have beautiful Katerina Romanenko with me, the executive director of Diolli.com. And we will see you in the next video.
Bye.